Hi folks, I have here a cheap Chinese diesel heater. I'm sure most of you that are seeing this video will recognize it. They're becoming pretty common. These things are absolutely amazing. They just sip the fuel. It's so efficient, it's just incredible. That said, when you go to buy fuel for them, you're probably wanting to get the cheapest price you can. And you're supposed to put diesel in these. I went into the local fuel supply place. There's a gas station there. More traffic, sorry. This gas station has, it's more than just gas. It's attached to a building which is the fuel supplier business for this region. They sell all sorts of fuel oil, propane, so I don't know what all they do. It's a pretty big operation. I didn't go into the gas station because I had a question. I wanted to know about the off-road diesel, because you're supposed to use diesel in these things. You're not supposed to use kerosene. I went in and talked to somebody in this other side, not the cashier where you go in and buy your soft drinks. I went in back where they sell the fuel oil, where they're serious about the stuff. And I talked to the guy, and I said, is there a difference between diesel and kerosene? He said, yes. They're not the same thing. He didn't know what the difference was, but they're not the same thing. And I've heard that you don't want to run kerosene in these, you want to run diesel. At the gas station part of this, there were two pumps. One pump was for kerosene, and the other pumps sold diesel. And they're attached, you go up there, and it's the green handle at the gas station. You get the other handle, and you get gasoline. You get the green handle, you get diesel. But you're paying road tax on that diesel. So I thought you were supposed to be able to get off-road diesel. And if you put it in your car, you're illegal. Or your truck or whatever. But I don't have any vehicles that run on diesel. So there's no way anybody could accuse me of being illegal on this. So I was going to get the off-road diesel and save some money on this heater. It's not a big deal with this one with truck camping. It only takes a little bit of fuel. But I've also got another one of these things that's not in the box that I have attached to my house. And so I heat with wood, but I supplement with this diesel heater. I started doing that last year. It's nice to be able to push a button and have a little bit of heat first thing in the morning before the firewood gets going. Or if it's just a chilly morning and you don't need it later in the day, you don't need heat later in the day, it's a pretty good way of knocking the chill off while you're having your coffee. But I didn't want to pay the tax. I saw, man, you can save $1 or so a gallon on this stuff. So I asked him about it. I said, diesel or off-road diesel? I said, I've heard that it's cheaper. And he said, how much are you going to buy? He said, because it makes a difference how much you buy. I said, well, right now about 5 gallons. Because 5 gallons will last me. It's starting to get chilly. We got that hurricane coming in. Now, bear in mind I'm in Virginia. This may be different where you're at. But he said, you're better off going out there and getting diesel off the pump rather than having me take you around behind the building to get the off-road diesel, because they don't have it out where you can just pull up to the pump and fill your tank. You got to go someplace else. It's not at the gas station part, but they do sell it. But he said that this is end of September 2022, and he said that diesel out there at the pump is $4.38 a gallon. If I sell you the off-road diesel, which I'm sure that a lot of people buy it because there's a lot of farming around here and a lot of diesel tractors, and I know they're not using road tax diesel. They're getting, he said that the only difference is the red dye. And of course the fees on it. But with the off-road diesel, he said, if I sell you this with 5 gallons, I'm going to have to charge you this fee. I don't remember what the fee was. It was something Clean Air Act, or I have no idea. It was one of, research it and you can find out if you care. I don't. There was a fee he would have to charge me, and then he would have to charge me sales tax, which you go to the pump, you don't get to the end of filling your tank up and stop at 50 bucks and then they add sales tax. It don't work that way. But with this off-road diesel, if he's going to sell it to me, he has to say, I have to pay the sales tax. He said for 5 gallons, and he got his calculator out. Apparently this fee is just every time you go to buy, you got to pay it. He said, this off-road diesel fuel will cost you $5 and something or another. I forget what it was. It was almost $1 more than the stuff that I would just go out there and people put in their cars. So here, anyway, you're wasting your time looking for off-road diesel. Just buy the regular stuff. Now, he did mention, he said kerosene is different than diesel. But off-road diesel and road tax diesel are exactly the same thing. But he mentioned fuel oil, home heating fuel oil, and I don't remember which he said it was the same as. I think he may have said it was the same as the diesel, but I don't know. But there's no pump for that. You can't just pull up. I don't want to get into a situation where I've got to go do something really strange just to get a gallon of diesel, which that's about all this thing holds. Now, from a house, that's a little bit different, but don't bother. In Virginia, anyway, you're wasting your time looking for off-road diesel. I thought that was kind of interesting. I hope that little bit of information does you some good.